Alright, so here we are today, back at it again with maybe not actually a daily upload. This may just end up being a supplementary upload, because while I do have kind of a lot of stuff to do, I don't know if it really fits into like the whole sphere of exactly what a daily upload should be. But essentially today what we're going to be doing is just repairing my white armor. It's suffered a lot of damage. Last couple of utilizations, just honestly the tape is just ripping apart. I used pretty good tape when I was building this, so it lasted for like quite a bit during construction, but now it's finally suffering some damages, so I'm just going to be kind of generally going around, pressing things in, and adding a little bit more. Maybe cutting some off, but hopefully not having to do that very often. So yeah, essentially it's just going to be fixing stuff. Probably be a lot of time lapses, but that's okay. So yeah, I might have some commentary added in there just about like what I'm fixing and my thoughts about fixing armor, but essentially it'll just be a bunch of really long time lapses. So yeah, here's to that.
Alright, so here we are with this wonderful time lapse of me fixing all of this armor and all of my just gear and stuff that's all been broken down, because I've been through so many different events with all of it recently. I've recorded a lot of videos in the full set, and I haven't ever like just sat down and repaired it, so that's what I chose to do today. The strangest thing about working with all this plastic ore armor really is that the plastic ore does not break down like very much at all. It gets sticky stuff on it from the tape, but really the tape is the stuff that's getting damaged. The plastic ore itself will be fine. I've considered many times that perhaps one day I would have to rip off all the tape, take all these still perfectly good and fine plastic ore pieces underneath, and re-upholster, re-add in new different types of tape, just so that I get a second life out of them. Because the plastic ore itself is perfectly fine, even though it's been banged around so much. I've repaired so much armor throughout my history. So I've never really shied away from water damage or rain damage. One of my favorite armor damage stories of all time is one time where I jumped in a lake to try to go get a flag. I think it was getting a flag or something like that. Anyway, I jumped in a lake in a full set of armor. I think I threw my helmet off to shore so that it wouldn't melt. But I went in the lake, I swam around for like 20 seconds, and when I turned around and walked back up on shore, I was missing a full arm and a full leg. So one dive in the lake literally cost me an arm and a leg. That was a wonderful, tragic experience. I think someone somewhere out there has footage of it, because I'm pretty sure somebody recorded me walking out minus an arm and a leg. And then obviously the rest of it was all waterlogged, and so it got home, but it dissolved in the subsequent days and weeks after. I don't think that set of armor ever got worn again. There was another time, again, it was from actually rain damage, not from a true body of water damage, where I was fighting a different person who also had armor in the rain. But the thing with their armor, it was this very scrappy armor, so it was lots of plates stapled over top of one another, and all my armor was very neat, tight, single layer everything. And so, while it was raining, it rained so hard, and I was like moving my shoulders in such a way that one of my shoulder pauldrons fell off on the ground. Like, it was gone. It fell off my body. And so this guy with his weapon tagged me on my shoulder, and I was like, that won't do anything, I have armor there. And he's like, no, really, look, I killed you. And I checked, and the armor was gone, and I was defeated. It was astounding, but I've literally had armor fall off my body before I'm done using it. So I'm really pretty hard on armor, but I like being hard on armor. I like beating the heck out of my stuff and then making new stuff, because really most of the fun of actual armor usage is making the armor. I mean, it's so much fun to sit down. I was so happy I actually did that full set in a day. That's such an exciting thing. It really took quite a lot of spiritual energy to like sit down and do, but it was really exciting. It's one of those bucket list things that I absolutely wanted to do for a YouTube video, and just for AIC in general before I go off to college and before I become a different person. It was one of those last bucket list items I really wanted off the list. Speaking of the channel in general, we recently hit over 1,000 total total views on all of my videos. I think I only have like 43 or 44 videos at this point, so I'm like under 50, but I have more than 1,000 views. I think I have like 1,060 or something like that, and it just goes up every day. My earliest video, I think, is my most viewed one, the first day of hardtack. I'm pretty sure it has like 120 views or something like that, 114. It might have gone up since then, but that's just crazy to me. I can't imagine 140 different people like all standing in a room around me, like watching something I made, but then vice versa. Some of my more recent videos get like 5 views in 2 days, and I'm like, bro, are those like 5 people I've spoken to in the last month? Like that kind of like knocks down the confidence a little bit. And then other videos perform well and you get like almost 20 views, and it goes back and forth. But all in all, I think I'm definitely, no matter what happens, I'm definitely gonna leave up all of these videos for all time for posterity. So if any kids ever want to like search along and find some of the stuff that the greatest armor smith in the realm made back in the day, they can look up anything they want and it'll all still be there. So yeah, essentially that's just my plan for AIC. There are a couple other things that I want to do. I really want to build this boat. I'm so excited about this boat. I really want to do ultra tactical, but essentially I'm just going to try to spread myself as thinly as possible and do as much as I can and just have the most intense, most fun possible summer imaginable, and just go all out, make a video every day. We're like halfway through already, a little bit less than halfway, but this next 6-week period is going to be a doozy, so I hope you're all with me there for it. Yeah. I suppose then that's it for me today. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you tomorrow.